All right, we are. I think we're finally ready, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Took a little bit, but apparently we are still going to have some baseball here. A ton of rain in Korea yesterday, and also rain today in Daegu, so they had to delay the start a little bit. But first pitch is underway, and it's in there for a strike. Chaewon Jun leading things off, 339. The foul away into the netting, and it's 0-2. KT without Hilliard, as he is still gone on paternity leave. This is a extremely important matchup. A half game separates these two, as that is into the dirt. Half game separates these two in the standings. Both trying to get that automatic bye to the Korean series. Since the automatic bye, only two teams have ever won outside of that number one spot. Both of those were number two teams. That's filed away. Stays 1-2. Another 1-2 pitch. Slaps it foul. Seems I might be having some issues with YouTube. Another 1-2 pitch. Gets a piece of that. Once again, 6 pitches now in this first at bat. Another foul. Shaylon June making Paddock earn it. Not able to catch it as he drops down in left field. And he is going to be on base with a leadoff single. Ujahoop not able to hold on to it. It just drops. Would have been a trap anyway, as it hit glove, hit the ground first out there in left. But Kim Song-soo steps in now. Hong Min-oh back behind the plate. That's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Song-soo. 287 on the season for the second baseman. Does have one home run. Now the 0-1 is going to be a slow roller. The third baseman is going to have to go to first. A bunt without the bunt. Another 5-3 ground up moves Chaewon Jun up to second base. And brings up An Hyun-min. Is a lot of rain in the forecast for tomorrow also, so there is a a possibility that a lot of the games get rained out tomorrow too. Anyan Min breaks his bat. It's a bloop right over the head of the second baseman. That Shaewon Jun is going to hold up at third base though, and they've got runners on the corners with just one out as Anyan Min the broken bat single over the jumping second baseman. Shaewon Jun had to wait to see if it was caught, so plus Kim Sung-yoon a very good arm in right field. No need to test it out just yet. Brings up Kim Hyun-soo. Hyun-soo, a 278 on the season. Again, won the Korean Series MVP last year with LG and then came to KT in the offseason, as that's going to be a ground ball, but it's foul. So on 1. At 300 in his last 5 games. Hyun-soo has now played for 3 of the Seoul area teams. Doosan, then he went to Baltimore and Philadelphia, then to LG, and now down a little south, and still in Gyeonggi-do though, the Suwon. And the 0-1 pitch drops down, and it's 1-1. He is a threat to hit into a double play if you're a Samsung fan. Sets up on the outside of the 1-1 pitch. Laps, it's foul, and it's 1-2. And checks over on the runner. The 1-2 misses outside at 2-2. Not going for that changeup, breaking off the plates. Paddock looks like he swam to the stadium already. As far as the Daegu 32, is that's going to be a ground ball right back to Paddock. He's going to come home. Chaewon Jun says, make sure you guys get up a bag, and that will be a 1, 2, 5, 1 put out. I don't know who actually made the final out there. 2 outs now, though. Right back to the pitcher. He comes home. 1, 2, 5, 1. Your standard putouts, ladies and gentlemen. Anyan Min over at the third base. Kim Hyun-soo heads over to second. Brings up the Kim Min-hyuk with 2 away now here in the top of the first inning. That's a ball inside. 1-0. 299 on the season. Pretty much has lost his spots. He was playing a little bit more when Anyan Min was out, but not a great defender as he's always taken out late in the game. My view, probably the most tatted Korean player in the league. Say a full arm sleeve and a big old chest tatty sticking out from underneath his shirt. The 2-0 in for a strike on the outside, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch way outside, a 3-1. I mean, Yuck has music, but I can't play it. Those of you wondering why he's doesn't get his little hitting music. And the 3-1, a swing and a miss, or runs the count full. First full count of the day. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he gets out of it. That'll take us to the bottom of the first. Working out of it, helping himself with some solid defense, and then gets out of it with a strikeout. All right. Kim Ji Chan will lead things off for Samsung. Logan out on the mound. Lefty on mainly lefty Kim Ji Chan, lefty Kim Sung Yoon, lefty Kyu Hook, lefty Che Hu, lefty Diaz, lefty Yuck, lefty Kim Young Un, lefty. I think Kang Min Ho and Pak Ge Bum are both righties for Samsung. Wasn't sure if Kim Ji Chan would get the start today or not with a lefty on the mound, but he's been hitting so well. Elsewhere around the league, LG already up 3-1 against Lotte. Looks like Lotte did just score a run in the bottom of the second. The NC's up quickly 1-0 on Hanwha. Looks like Kim Ju-won hit a solo shot, and then Kiwoom's up 2-1 against Doosan. As Guak Bean losing the pitching duel to An Jin. I was going to stream that game if this game ended up getting canceled. All right, so Kim Ji Chan will face Logan in the first pitch. Right down the middle for strike one. 327 on this season for Kim Ji Chan. He puts it on the ground. You've got to hurry. The 0-1 is slapped up in the air, but will become a souvenir. It's 0-2. And here we go, the 0-2 pitch now. That's going to be a single right back up the middle, and Kim Ji Chan is going to have a nice little spot on first base. right, so Kim Sung Yoon steps in. Are we going to get a bunt to 3 pitches into this inning? No, we're going to get a pitch right down the middle for strike one. Good to see that they're actually not bunting here, but it could have just been a missed sign. Just misses outside, 1-1. Almost felt like a quick pitch there from Logan. Hitting a 372 against lefties, 292 against righties. Very different for a left-handed hitter. Big hole on the right side as they've got to try to keep Kim Ji-chan close. Throws over, but easily back. Try to keep Kim Ji-chan close, but also have to be close enough up the middle to be able to turn a double play against these two. Both Kim Ji-chan and Kim Sung Yoon a ton of speed. As there's the bunt. Well done, Samsung. Manager actively tried to lose. Well done. Runner now at second base. Brings up Gujauk. Gujauk, 357 on this season. I believe he is leading the league in batting average. That's a ground ball right through the right side, and Kim Ji-chan is going to come around to score. Quickly, the bunt pays off. I do believe Samsung has the big advantage. They're home. On top of that, Hilliard not playing for KT. Paddock, I think, is a better starter. Obviously, the bullpens are all quite rested. That's why he needs some super special glasses on. Che Young-woo steps in, looks at strike one down the middle, and 0-1. The 0-1 pitch misses down, and it's 1-1. One pitch. Just catches the inside bottom corner. 1-2. And that's a ground ball up the middle. Logan grabs it, throws it into the dirt to the shortstop, then to first in time, and that will be a 1-6-3 double play to end the inning. We go to the second. 1-0. Thank you, Don. Elsewhere around the league, there are some scores. Obviously, I talked about it a little bit. So it's still the same. Hume 2-1, NC 1-0 on Hana. Lotte down 3-1. They're in the bottom of the third, top of the fourth in the NC game. Then Kia and SSG, they're in the bottom of the fourth inning, 0-0 in that game. Kiyoom and Doosan, they're in the bottom of the fourth also, 2-1 as they are just starting that. So Lotte and LG, bottom of the third starting there. Right. 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up for KT in the top of the second inning. Twenty-two pitches in that first inning for Paddock. First pitch to Hog Young Min is in there for a strike. 2-1. Ground ball right to the second baseman. One away. All right, Yu Jun Gyu steps in. And a big ball. But top of the second inning, 1 out already, 1-1 counts. That is going to be into the outfield, and it's going to drop in for a 1-out single for Jun Gyu. 3 hits already against Paddock. Stick the bat out. Han Sung Taek chops that one foul. Nothing, Jim. Like LG, yes, 100% LG. Actually, LG 100%. Carrasco. I would have taken Samsung. Obviously, I'm wearing the home whites. I would have taken Samsung. The Doosan Hume game, I'd be worried just because anytime Hume has Alcantara or Anu Jin on the mound, I don't like going against them. As the 0-1 way outside, 1-1. But LG and Samsung definitely agree with those picks. All right, Samsung take the 1-1 pitch. Sets up onto the outside off the plates. Checks over on the runner. Yu Jun Gyu, plenty of speed. Got his donut sliding mitts as he checks back in. 3 for 4 on this season in stolen base attempts. He goes. Nope, he fakes it. He fell down. That is fouled off. Yujun Gyu took off, stopped the ball boy in the outfield, trying to hold his laughter in. 1-2 pitch now to Hansung take. They're going to go way up high. Did he go around? They're going to check down at first since he did not. Moves to 2-2. Steps off the back of the mound. Here goes the strikeout. Out. He slides past the bag. They go back to tag him out. Oh, that'll be a stolen base, and then he was thrown out. Another strikeout from Paddock. That's 2. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Samsung. So he will get the stolen base because he actually hit the base, but then slid too far. His foot was off the bag, and they ended up going back and jumping at him to get the tag. I guess that the official is, yeah. See, they call it an out. Like, to me, he stole the base. He went past it. I think there's a rule that you can't play more than 2 double headers a week. But I mean, the schedule is out. The schedule goes all the way until the 8th or the 7th of October. Or sorry, the 7th of November. Yeah. The schedule goes all the way until the 7th of November currently. Diaz will lead things off for Samsung.
Lions, Diaz, 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 승리 위해 Diaz,
That's fouled away, and it's 0-2 to Diaz already. Diaz, a 298 on the season. It does have 102 RBIs, but it's way off of his pace last year of 50 homers, 150 RBIs. Just 21 homers this year. And the 0-2 slaps it foul.
Lions, Diaz, Diaz, whoa, Diaz, whoa, Sunday we hey Diaz, whoa, whoa.
The 0-2 lifts that on up. Foul again. And once again, another foul.
Lions, Diaz, oh, Diaz, whoa, Diaz, oh, Sunday we hey Diaz, whoa, whoa.
The lifted up Kim Yun Soo giving chase, but it will be a souvenir. And the 0-2, a ground ball, and that's going to get past the diving second baseman, and Diaz is going to be on first with a leadoff single.
Lions, Diaz, oh, Diaz, whoa, Diaz, oh, Sunday we hey Diaz, whoa, whoa.
Uh-oh, Diaz is injured. I don't see where he got injured. He rounded first. The trainer and translator are out there, but he's going to stay in. Both. The thing is with the KBO and and their automatic bye to the Korean Series, every team needs it. There's again only twice in the history of the KBO have a non first place team actually won the Korean Series. Another bunt attempt, but that's a strike on the outside, and it's 0-1. Oh. And the 0-1 drops down the bunts. Catcher will grab it, throws to first, and another stupid decision by the Samsung manager. Brings up Kim Young-un. 188 on this season. That's going to be a ground ball through the right side. No way. They're sending Diaz. He's going to come home. And he slides in. And that's the sacrifice bunt once again allows a run to score. I can't believe they actually sent Diaz. I can't believe they sent Diaz there. He was just had the trainer come out. Diaz is not fast when 100%. Throw not very good. A better throw easily gets him there. But another run scores. That's it brings up a Kong Min Ho.
Kang Min
That's a
Ho.
misses up high.
Samsung Kang Min
Ball one.
Oh, Kang
Are
Min
they blowing the lead? They were up three to they were up three to
Kang
nothing,
Min
and then I checked
Kang
again,
Min
and it was 3-2.
Oh, Kang Min Kang Min
Kong Min Ho fouls that one off. 1-1 now. Or is it an offensive thing, like such bad decisions? 1-1 pitch. Sets up on the inside. Misses down and in. Oh, he hits him. Looks like it hit right off the tip of his toe. Right off of his right foot. To, go out and have a little chat with Logan. Ake Bomb will step in. Ake Bomb came over from Doosan. Looks at strike one there, and it's 0-1. Kia. Oh, but SSG has Avila out there. But I think Oler and Avila are pretty close in terms of ability, so I would take Kia. I just think Kia's offense is way better, and their bullpen is obviously much better. With all the teams having a day off yesterday, all the bullpens are going to be fresh. Swing and a miss, and the first strikeout of the day for Logan, and a 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup, but Kim Ji-chan already has one hit today. Ji-chan 1 for 1, a single, went over to second on the sacrifice fly, and then slaps that one, but it is going to go into the netting above the bullpen. Way up high there. Kim Young-un is gonna learn his how to tie his shoe real quick. Loop, loop, swoop. Rabbit up through the hole or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what it is. My parents didn't teach me a cool, catchy song to learn to tie my shoes. They just said, tie your shoes, man. We go. The 1-1 pitch now to Kim Ji-chan. Misses down, and it's 2-1. 30 pitches now for Logan. Ground ball. The butts will get foul. 2-2. Paddock getting plenty of time to sit down. There is one, not two, but 3 inning. The 2-2 fouled into his foot. Stays 2-2. 32 pitches now for Logan. Battling with the 21 pitches already in this inning. Only 11 pitches in the first inning. The 2-2 pitch is the ground ball up the middle. The second baseman will underhand toss to the shortstop, and that will be 3 away. They get one more on a single, a bunt, and a single. We'll go to the 3rd inning. 2-0. That's exactly what was expected, right? Which one looks better, Jim? Avila or Oler? Avila, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts. Oler, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 8 Ks. Oler, dealing. Check their game scores, I guess, is what I could do. Vila with a 65 game score. Oler with a 72 game score. Yeah, 4 less pitches, but what? 4 less strikeouts and 2 more hits. Looks like Doosan just took the lead there, Jim. Doosan just scored a 2 in the bottom of. Both Doosan scores 2 in the bottom of the 5th to take the lead. NC absolutely destroying Hanwha as they are up 6-0 already. What's up, Fish? All right, Paddock will face Guangdong Jin first, getting his first at-bat of the day. Swing and a miss. Yeah, Logan already running into some pitch count issues. Actually, him and Paddock both around the same. Yeah, I had the Lions early anyway. A 1-1 in there for a strike, a 1-2. I think Paddock is a better starter than Logan. I think Samsung's offense is better than KT's, especially since KT is missing Hilliard. And the Lions' bullpen is better than KT's, as that is a tip into the glove. But Hong Min Ho is able to hold on to it. That'll be strikeout number 3 for Paddock. So 1 away here in the top of the 3rd inning. Back to the top of the lineup goes Shaewon Jun led off the game with a single. That's in there for a strike, going on. Go 1 in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. The dirt to 1-2. One two sets up on the inside, slaps it foul. It'll stay 1-2. So that's going to be a ground ball right to the second base. Boots it a little bit, so recovers for out number 2. Kim Song-soo steps in. First pitch is a ground ball right through the left side, and he is going to be on base with a 2-out single. Song-soo. Thank you, Fishman. I have audio? No, do I? Okay, I have audio. First pitch on Min misses up high, 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. It's a foul away, 1-2. Five pitches now for Paddock. Kim Song-soo over at first base. 2 outs, a 2-run lead for Samsung. A 1-2 count for number 2-3. 1-2 way outside. It evens her up at 2-2. Anyan-Min, a 1-for-1 on the day. A single on a broken bat over the jumping second baseman back in the first inning. Ended up being stranded over at third base. The 2-2 is going to be a little bloop into right field, and another hit for Anyan-Min. 2 hits for Anyan-Min on the day, and puts runners at first and second for Kim Hyun-soo. Kim Hyun-soo steps in. That's misses low. Misses in the dirt. It'll roll away, but keeps it close enough. Betsy won't go when it's 2-0. Will Samsung's early management decisions come back to hurt him? Yeah, mound visit, the 2-0 pitch sets up on the outside. Goes right down the middle, though. It's 2-1. Vatic now, the 2-1 pitch. Dope steps off the mound. It looks like Kim Hyun-soo battling some bugs. Two-one pitch. Pops him up. Shortstop out under the grass. Second baseman. Nope, the shortstop. That'll be 3-0 as they leave more runners on. They've left 4 on now. We go to the bottom of the third. 2-0 Samsung. Yeah, he's been close. LG now up 6-2 against Lotte. They add 3 more in the top of the 5th inning. Just needs a little bit more time with the guru. SSG with a lead. All right, it's the bottom of the third inning. You're going to have 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up here. Kim Sung Moon, sacrifice bunt in his first at bat. Looks at strike one there. 11 pitches in the first inning, 22 in the second. Is he going to throw 33 here just to keep it alive? That this is down and away, 1-1. That's going to be right to the first baseman, and Beth step on the bag for out number one. Who's that? Kim Hyun Soo or Kim Sung Yoon? Which is thy dude that you be talking about? Woo Ja-uk steps in now. RBI single in his first at bat. Looks at the pitch up high though. 1-0. 359 and now on the season. The 1-0 pitch is fouled away. 1-1. Jet OPS of over 1,000 for Gu Ja-uk. Third in the league behind Austin Dean and Kim Do-young, who are in a pretty big two-way battle for the MVP. The 1-1 pitch fouls that away, and it's 1-2. Jim, it's looking like your three picks are looking good. So 1-2 is a foul away. Doosan up by 3. LG's up by 4, and Samsung's up by 2. The 1-2 catches the bottom of the zone, and he is going to jump up, whine, cry, and complain on a strikeout to number 2 for Logan. That's a 2 away now. Brings up a Che Young-woo. Che Young-woo, a 163 double play in his first at bat. That is the foul away. 0-1 is Logan finding settling into his rhythm. He's retired the last 4 after the hit by pitch to Kang Min Ho. Fouls away. 0-2 now. A right-handed or left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. how far off the plate is this next pitch going to be? It is a foreigner pitcher, though, so they might not throw it too far off the plate. Set up in the other batter's box and catches the outside corner for strikeout number 3. We go to the 4th inning. 2-0 Samsung. KT has out hit Samsung. It's just that Samsung is getting hits with runners in scoring position. Oh, NC Hanwha, definitely not a coin flip. Riley on the mound versus Park Jun Young. That was an NC. NC was my lock for the day. NC would have been my lock for the day all day. LG adds another one. Yeah, there was thought that none of them would be played yesterday. I actually couldn't stream anyway yesterday because I had a big meeting and a company dinner. So I was actually kind of happy that they were all rained out. But with that rain out, it's Hanwha kept their same starter, but NC moved their starter EJ Hyuk and they took him out and put Riley in to start today, and that's pretty much gave Hanwha the loss. Is Hanwha just reeling? SSG gets the win. Hanwha takes the loss, and suddenly Hanwha's only a couple games out of 9th place. The Kim Min Hyuk leads things off. First pitch is swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Paddock 51 pitches. A beautiful breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Neither pitcher particularly doing well with the pitch counts. 53 for Paddock, 50 something, 40 something for Logan. So that's misses. It's 1-2 now. A 1-2 pitch misses way outside at 2-2. Goes from 0-2 to 2-2. Paddock just had a long 3rd inning where he threw 19 pitches. And then Logan comes out and goes 1-2-3. Oftentimes, that is a recipe for disaster. So we'll see what happens here. Obviously, Paddock, very good pitcher. At least he has been very good so far in his KBO career. He's going to be facing the 5-6-7. That's fouled away. Stays 2-2. 57 pitches now is pitch number 7 of this at bat coming up. The 2-2 is a ground ball back to Paddock. He'll grab it, underhand toss to Diaz, steps on the bag, and that will be 1 away. Looking at the weather for tomorrow, though, let's see. You got Gwangju, that's a Kia and a SSG. Looking like a ton of rain overnight. That game probably won't get played as that's a misses up high, ball one to a Hog Young Min. That game probably will not get played. Gwangju does not have very good drainage in that newer stadium. A 1-0 in there for a strike, and it's one of Busan. Looking at the weather. Probably also going to get rained out as this is up high. 2-1. Oftentimes, if Busan is rained out, Daegu and Changwon are also, but Changwon NC is playing in Daegu as that misses. It's 3-1. Tomorrow's game here is probably not going to be played either, as that's fouled away. It runs the count full, 3-2. Second full count of the day for KT. They're 0-1 with a strikeout. Let's see. So that's the Kium and Busan game. That game looks like it will be played. The 3-2 is a ground ball, but it's just foul and stays a 3-2. Last one is Daejeon, where Hanwha plays, and that game is iffy. That misses up high, and he walks him. Young-in with a 1-out walk. So tomorrow it looks like the only game that is 100% would be Hume and Doosan. And then the Hanwha game, INSEE and Hanwha, is 50-50. All the other games look like they're going to be rained out. Yeah, it's supposed to start storming overnight tonight. And so with all the rain the last couple days, some of these fields they won't be able to play. That's a swing and a miss there to Yoo-Jung Gyu. Yoo-Jung Gyu single, but then caught stealing in his at-bat. The 0-1 pitch just sets up on the outside. Misses outside, 1-1. Another 1-1 is skied up as center fielder Kim Ji-chan underneath it, though. Yeah. 2 away. Brings up a Han-Sung Taek. Han-Sung Taek 0-for-1 on the day, struck out in his first at-bat. That was to end of the second inning. Logan getting another good long breather. Han-Sung Taek looks at a curveball in there for a strike. That's on. KT with a 22% chance of victory in today's game. But again, Paddock is getting ready to throw pitch number 70. Is in there for a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. How many innings is he going to be able to go is going to be a question. Samsung has technically, numerically, the best bullpen in the KBO. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Yeah, a 1-out walk works around it. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. The Samsung with a 2-0 lead. KT continues to have base runners, but can't do anything with them. They have 2 hits with runners on base, and both of them are from Anyan Min. Elsewhere around the league, LG widening the gap. They're up 8-2 now against Lotte. Hanwha has fought back a little bit to scored a 2 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Looks like Pak Young Yun with a 2-run homer. SSG still 1-0 against Kia. Kia is now up to bat in the bottom of the 6th. They've got runners on first and second. Nobody out. Or sorry, with 2 outs. Then Nasong Bama. Vila 4 hits, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. Avila gets out of the jam. Hopefully it wasn't with a strikeout. Nasong Bomb is on my fantasy team, and I would hate for him to strike out. Although it's not too bad though, because Avila is my pitcher. So Avila on a strikeout would get 2. It would be a kind of a wash, I guess. All right, Diaz steps in. 1 of 4, 1 on the day. That's way off the plate.
Diaz, oh, Diaz, oh, Diaz, oh, 승리 위해 Diaz, oh, oh.
What's up, Luke? The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, so 1-1. He is now up to 300 on the season with his single and a run scored in the 2nd inning. And the 1-1, a swing and a miss. 1-2.
Lions, Diaz, oh, Diaz, oh, Diaz, oh, 승리 위해 Diaz, oh, oh.
He into the bullpen. A ground ball right to the second baseman. Underhand, nope, overhand toss to Kim Yun Soo. 1 away. One away. Yuji Hyuk will step in. He had a sacrifice bunt in his first at bats. Yeah, I mean, half a game separates them. G Huck backs off of that as that's almost runs in on his hand. 1-0. 283 on the season. G Huck. Oh. Finger guns up blazing. That's a slice. The left fielder is going to watch it drop foul. 1-1. All right, UG Huck decides he's ready to hit again. 0-1, and then misses a down and away. 2-1. She knows she's on camera now. 2-1 pitch now to UG Huck. Sets up right down the middle. He's going to roll that over. Second baseman will pick it up. Throws over. Back to back 4-3 putouts. 2 away now for Samsung. Kim Young steps in, a 1-for-1 on the day, and that's going to be 2-for-2 as he pokes a single into center field. He's going to leg it out, and he said video replay that because he came it looked like he came off the bag. He legs it out. Yeah. The second base umpire did not have a good look at that. He was kind of blocked. We'll see on this play here that I think he came off. Yeah, I think he came off the bag. See here. Glove is on him. Off. Yeah, it touches the bag. Glove is on him. Yeah, I think you got to call him out there. This is why you always keep the glove on him. None of that swipe tag. I don't think you can overturn it. But again, I don't know. And they do give him a double on that. Yeah, safe. It looked like he came off the bag, but he came off the bag right as Kim Song Soo's glove went from his arm to his leg, so his glove was off of him also. That brings up Kang Min Ho.
Kang Min
First
Ho.
pitch is a foul
Samsung
away.
Kang Mino. Oh, Kang Mino. Param pam 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 pam. Kang Mino. Oh, Kang Mino. Oh, Kang Mino. Param pam 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 pam. Kang Mino.
And the 0-1 that sets up way outside, misses the down and in. 1-1. Up, 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 up. Oh. Another 1-1 pitch now sets up on the outside, slaps the bat out, but it's going to be foul. 1-2. Important also is with that video replay taking almost 2 full minutes, Paddock finally gets himself a little bit of a rest. He'll need it as he is into the 70 pitch count. So the 1-2 is gets a piece of it, fouls it off. It stays 1-2.
Kang Min Ho. Samsung Kang Mino. Oh, Kang Mino. Param pam 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 pam. Kang Mino. Oh, Kang Mino. Oh, Kang Mino. Param pam 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 pam. Kang Mino.
The 1-2 misses up high, evens it out to 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Kim Young-un over it to second. Yeah, lifts that one up. Right fielder giving chase at the wall. It's going to hit off the top of the wall. Onion Min falls into the wall. That is going to score 1 run on the RBI double.
Kang Min Ho. Samsung Kang Mino. Oh, Kang Mino. Param pam 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 pam. Kang Mino. Oh, Kang Mino.
Back-to-back doubles
Kang
with
Mino.
2 outs.
Param pam pam
That
pam
is the
pam pam pam. Kang Mino.
3,800th base for Kang Min Ho. And Samsung takes the 3-0 lead. Onion Min ends up hitting into the wall, drops his glove, lays on the ground for a little bit. Bakebom 0 for 1 on the day, struck out in his first at bat. Runners on first and second, back in the second inning. It looks at strike 1 there, and it's 0-1. So 1, a swing and a miss, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch now. Into the dirt. Did he go around? Check down there. He says he went around. That'll be another strikeout for Logan, but back-to-back doubles with 2 outs. Scores another one for Samsung. They'll take their 3-0 lead into the 5th. As we go to the top of the 5th inning, it'll be 9-1-2 for KT. Elsewhere around the league, plenty of scoring. LG is now up 8-2. NC's up 6-2 against Hanwha. SSG still holding on to that 1-0 as Avila back out there for the bottom of the 9th. And Doosan up 5-2. Anu Jin back out there for the 7th inning also. Nope, never. That was just poorly updated. He only went to 5 innings. But Avila is back out there for the 7th inning. 85 pitches through 6 innings for him. Yeah, that's what happens when you only have 2 hits with runners on base, and both of them are from the same guy. Samsung manufacturing runs, getting hits with runners in scoring position, using their speed as the Guangdong Jin looks at strike one. What's going on? Means fouls it away as it rolls all the way down to Oh, 2 pitch and misses outside. 1-2 now to Guangdong Jin. Struck out in his first at bats. 8-9 hitters for KT. 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. 1-2. Make that 0 for 4 with 4 Ks.
Thank you for the recommendation, Aaron Ramsey 5.
Thank you, Aaron. And welcome. Yeah. Thank you. All right, to Chewan Jun, 1 for 2 on the day. Bounces that into the dirt. 1-0. Singled in his first at bat, but was thrown out on a 1-2-5-1 putout back in the first inning. The 1-0 pitch. Their first strike, 1-1. You want that specific one? They have a ton. That one's up high and out of the zone. That's one of their fashion jerseys. I think that's what they call them. A lot of teams, they have like the Samsung uniform there would be like you have authentic replica, and then they also have like fashion, which is uniforms that they don't wear. That's in there for a strike at 2-2 now, that they don't actually wear in game times. KT has the best, like there's no question. Like they have the best uniform selection. That's my 3rd favorite KT uniform. Like of the 3 uniforms, that's my least favorite KT uniform. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's up down at the knees. This swings and misses, or swings and fouls it away. Sorry, not misses. That's the Pixel uniform. It's actually, I believe, it's in my bedroom, waiting to be hung up. Actually, that's lifted up. A left fielder giving chase in foul territory, makes the jumping catch at the wall. That will be 2 away. Jumping into the wall to make the catch in foul territory is Kujauk, and at 2 away. Yeah, it's called the Pixel uniform. They've come out, almost all the teams have come out with some variation of that now, as the Kim Sang-soo looks at strike one. LG came out with one that I bought. The 0-1 pitch. This is down and in. One for down and away. I mean, hats, yeah, not uniforms, but maybe they'll wear like a t-shirt or something. Usually, I want to say adults don't, kids usually do. Two pitch now. Swing and a miss on a fastball on the outside. And another strikeout gets Paddock 6 through 5. Oh, we go to the bottom of the 5th. 3-0 Samsung. Yeah, as far as I feel like it's pretty close to the same with the MLB and the US. Like you'll see people wear like a team hat or sweatshirt or something like that. In Korea, MLB is a fashion. Yeah, our MLB is a fashion in Korea. So oftentimes you'll see people wearing like Yankee stuff or like Red Sox shoes or Oakland Athletics socks. Like you'll see all these things. Obviously you'll see people wearing like MLB hats or KBO hats, but for the most part, you don't see a lot of people wearing like t-shirts or hoodies or things like that. Yeah, it's similar. Uh Teams don't actually have a lot of options for like t-shirts and hoodies and stuff like that. Top of the lineup for Samsung here. Kim Ji Chan will lead things off. All right, to Kim Ji Chan, it drops down the bunts. It's a hard bunt, and it is going to roll foul. Good idea to let it go foul. He's not going to throw him out anyway. Kim Ji Chan now, the 0-1 pitch. Are they going to come in a little bit over there on third base? And no, because he's going to rope it down into the corner as that hits the wall underneath the 99 sign. Kim Ji Chan is going to cruise into second base with a leadoff double. Logan, good luck. All right, runner on first, runner on second, nobody out. So you know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. And and fakes the bunt. Almost back picks him though. That pitch was way high. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Bunt is pulled back, but it's in there for a strike. Just catches the bottom of the zone. Now he's just going to hold the bat ready for a bunt. This is outside. 2-1. Implode or explode? And he drops down the bunts. He's going to have to go down to first, throws to first in time, and that will be another sacrifice bunt. One away, moves Kim Ji-chan over to third. Brings up a Gujauk. Go with a high fastball. It is high, but it is a ball. 1-0. One 0 pitch sets up outside. Yeah, guys, but foul. 1-1 now. Logan 70 pitches through 5 or 4 and a third innings. Oh, 1-1. Ground ball back up the middle because KT brought in the infield, and that is going to score another run. KT's manager making sure that his team doesn't have a chance. Logan has got to be pissed at that. Ground ball up the middle, a slow chopper would easily be an out any time except for when you bring the infield in. And now Samsung has a chance to get a big inning. Shea Hyung-woo. Swing and a miss, so 1-1. Chiang-woo 0 for 2 on the day, 163 round out in his first at bat. Sorry, 163 double play in his first at bat. Struck out looking in his second. 1-1, a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Gets a piece of it, so keeps himself alive. 75 pitches now for Logan. So get a new little white ball to throw around. Time is called by Chie Hyung-woo at the plate. Looks like Han Dong-hee just hit himself a solo shot. And the 1-2 misses up high. A 2-2 swing. A miss. Logan gets the strikeouts. 5th of the day for him, and it's 2 away now. Brings up Diaz. Would be out of this inning if KT's manager had not brought the infield in. Can Diaz make KT pay for their bad management? This is a way up and in. KT has not been able to make Samsung pay for their bad management with the with the bunts in the first inning, the bunts in the second inning, and now the bunts here in the 5th inning. So 1-0 and misses a down and in. 2-0. Other thing, Logan now has thrown at least 2 extra pitches. How many extra pitches is he going to end up throwing? Two-zero misses low. 3-0. The best thing they could possibly do is make Samsung think it's okay to bunt. 3-0 pitch. All 4.
Lions, Diaz, 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 승리 위해 Diaz,
4 extra pitches so far. Now runners on first and second. 2 outs for Ji Hyuk. Ji Hyuk. 0 for 1 on the day. This is up high. Ball 5. Oh, oh, oh. Finally catches the corner there. 1-1 now. One pitch now. G. Skies that one, but it gets foul. 1-2. One-two pitch now. Sets up high. That's going to be a ground ball right to the second baseman. We'll throw it over to first. And the 4-3 putouts doesn't end up hurting when they brought the infield in. We'll go to the break. Be back in about 6 minutes. We're back. A first pitch in there for a strike. Or sorry, a ball up high to An Hyun Min. Hyun Min 2 for 2 on the day. This is low. We're 2-1. The 2-1, a swing and a miss at ball 3 at 2-2. 89 pitches for Paddock. The 2-2 way outside runs the count full, 3-2. Three-two pitch, way outside. He walks him. Anyamin on base for the third time today. Brings up a Kim Hyun Soo. Kim Hyun Soo has had a chance all day with runners in scoring position. 1-2, a 5-1 double play, and a pop up to shorts. Looks at strike one in there for 0-1 now. On it. One pitch. That is going to be a line right at the right fielder, though. And another out. Kim Hyun Soo is now left 5 on base. "94 pitches for Paddock as he tries to get the quality start. KT down to a 6.5% chance of victory now, a 2% drop after that. Kim Min-hyuk 0 for 1, and that's going to be a single through the right side. An Hyun-min is going to head on over to second. And once again, they've got runners in scoring position. The Kim Min-hyuk comes up with a single. First time they have gotten a hit with a runner on base that is not named An Hyun-min. Runners on first and second now. 95 pitches for Paddock. Hog Young-min steps in. He's 0 for 1 on the day. 4-3 ground out in his first at bat, and then a walk in his last at bat. Got to get a couple runs here. Checks on him, almost picks him off. A bad camera work there. Why do we want to see the back of some kid's head whenever there's a play at just second? They show the turn and they show him throw, but then suddenly we end up watching the back of some kid's head. That's him. Misses up out of the zone. 1-0 to Hog Young-min.
Thank you for the recommendation, Mary Kate.
Thank you, Mary Kate. 1-0 pitch now. Pops him up. A catcher loses the mask underneath it. And that'll be 2 away. Two away now for Paddock and Samsung. Jun Gyu will come up to the plate. Paddock called out his pitcher, or his catcher, Kang Min-ho. Now the pitching coach and the trainer, it seems, coming out. The translator. I love it. The MLBers always cover their mouth with their glove. like anybody, he's gonna be able to read their lips anyway. Paddock absolutely dripping in sweat. His hat is just dripping. You could just see gushing beads of water off the tip of his hat. All right, so Yoojun Gyu, 1 for 2 on the day. This is up high, ball 1 0. Yoojun Gyu, a single caught stealing back in the second inning, and then a fly out to center in his last at bat. Swing and a miss at ball 2, 1 and 1. One bounces it into the dirt, so they're both going to move up 1 base. Two and 1 now with 100 pitches from Paddock. Just touches the top of the zone. 2 and 2 now. 101 pitches from Paddock. Most likely his last batter. If you're watching on SOOP, you can just see how much sweat is dripping from his hat. It's like he's playing in the rain. It's so much. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he strikes him out. Is once again, KT cannot come up with a hit with runners in scoring position. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. 4-0 Samsung. Nothing but singles. No idea. $153. All right. 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for Samsung in the bottom of the inning. Kim Young-un. $85 pitches for Logan. First pitch is inside for ball 1. Kim Young-un, 2 for 2. A single, an RBI, a double, a run scored. Average up to the Mendoza line now. The 1-0 catches the outside, and it's 1 and 1. So the 1-1 is fouled away, 1-2. Not only that, so a lot of people what they don't realize is you can throw a KBO ball faster than you can throw a MLB ball. Now the 1-2 pitch misses up high at 2-2. So usually when I look at people's like MLB statistics, like okay, if you throw 92 in the MLB, I figure you're going to throw 94 or 95 in the KBO. So the 2-2 is lifted up. That's going to be trouble. It's the third baseman and not able to grab it in foul territory as it goes off the end of his glove as he's sliding into the wall. A little bit smaller. The core is also tighter. That's why the KBO has the offense that it does. Probably should have had that. The 2-2 is skied up. Third catcher underneath it and makes the catch. On some take, called him off. He third baseman was also running towards it once again, but he's like, no, I got it. Makes the catch. So 1 away now, brings up a Kang Min Ho. 1 for 1 on the day. RBI double in his last at bat and a hit by pitch in his first. There for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Kang Min Ho. Samsung Kang Min Ho. Oh, Kang Min Ho.
0-1 and misses inside. 1-1.
Kang Min Ho. Kang Min Ho. Oh, Kang Min Ho. Kang Min Ho.
Tucson with a 7-2 victory over Kium. That game is already over. That's his outside at 2-1. Man, that game is blue. The 2-1 is goes down to his knee, lifts it up to the left fielder, makes the catch, and that'll be the first time he has been retired today for outs number 2. He's probably done for the day, I would have to imagine. Yeah. 2 away now for KT. Got a pinch hitter. EJ Hyun pinch hitting here, a 226 on the season. Pak Bum is done for the day. Jaehyun, ba-da-ba-ba-da. Sack fly, there's nobody on base. So 1-0 misses outside. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch now to EJ Hyun, pinch hitting for Pak Bum. Pak Bum 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. The 2-0 in there for a strike on the outside. It's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch sets up right down the middle. A check swing, and that's going to be a single through the right side. And Samsung with another base runner. Yeah, sometimes it's a little delayed because I do every single thing that you see on your screen. Like, if you look, EJ Hyun has a bat behind him, and now he doesn't. And that's because Kim Ji Chan on the top of the lineup is up. So sometimes it doesn't refresh the mound visits for Logan. That'd be it for him. That'll be it for him. We'll get ourselves a pitching change. He didn't pitch horribly. He really didn't pitch horribly. He just, nope, just obviously didn't get any run supports. Samsung was able to small ball their way. So we get our first pitching change of the day. Juguan coming in. While we're waiting for the new pitcher, Ju Guan will be coming in. LG is up 8-3 against Lotte. They are in the bottom of the third inning, but that game is currently delayed. As they are in a rain delay. They went into a rain delay, looks like 4 minutes ago. And Kia has tied it up 1-1 now. They scored in the bottom of the 8th inning to tie it. Top of the 9th now, 1-1. Herrera on first base. Iuri, the closer, out on the mound. The closer out on the mound, trying to keep it a 1-1 game. Then the other game, NC's up 8-2 against Hanwha. They're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Peraza up to bat. We're back here. Goodbye. Logan's strikeouts. MG Chan will face Ju Guan. Ju Guan, a 3.13 ERA, 3 wins, 0 losses, 2 holds, 40 games, 46 innings, 20 strikeouts, 17 walks, a 256 batting average against. And Kim Chi Chan, 2 for 3 on the day. First pitch just sends it right at the left fielder. And that's 3 away. We go to the 7th inning. Samsung still up by 4. Those of you guys watching, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button. That's a like over on YouTube. That's an upper recommendation over on SOOP. Those of you guys watching in YouTube, but watching the actual game on SOOP, basically he's saying, rent a car, it's cheaper. Rent a car, it's more convenient. Taehoon out on the mound for Samsung as Paddock's day will be over. 102 pitches for him. DJ Hyun stays in over at first base, or sorry, shortstop. I think I have his name spelled wrong. Moonsong Chol pinch hitting here. I just asked about him the other day, wondering what had happened to him. Got some music. I probably don't actually have it though. He hasn't played all yet. Swing and a miss there, 1-2. I have his music. Skies that one up. A third baseman giving chase in foul territory makes the catch. I do have his music. Add that. But nonetheless, so 1 out now brings up the number 9 hitter, Guangdong Jin. Nope. We've got a pinch hitter here too. Yu Hyun in steps in. Hyun in rips that one, but it'll be foul into the netting. Yeah, I don't know how many uniforms they actually have. This is outside. So just recently, we went to when we went to the NC game. We toured the stadium, and they only had one uniform in their locker. So I don't. They had like one away, like one of each. So I don't know what they do on road trips. The 1-2 is fouled away. So I don't know if obviously I would think they would have extra uniforms. So 1-2 into the dirt. 2-2 now. The 2-2 is a ground ball, but foul again. So take all the uniforms to the car wash and spray her down. Get the old power washer out. The 2-2 pitch. That is going to be into right field. Kim Sung-yoon is going to cut it off. And Yu Hyun in. Going to have himself a pinch hit single. Back to the top of the lineup. Chaewon Jun looked at ball one on the outside. 1-0. Chaewon Jun, 1 for 3 on the day. Singled in his first at bat, a 4-3 ground out, and then a great play by Gu Jiahu in the foul left field territory. So 1-0. That's going to be a ground ball. The second baseman will grab it, spin around, throws the shorts. Fantastic play by Yuji Hyuk, and a good job by EJ Hyun not to try to throw it. That'll erase the runner at first and put a new one there. Two away now. Brings up the number 2 hitter, Kim Sang-soo. 1 for 3 on the day also. 5-3 ground out. Checks over on Chaewon Jun. 5-3 ground out in his first at bat, a single in his second, and then a strikeout in his last at bat. In there for a strike on the outside corner. Sang-soo, Kim Sang-soo, KT Wiz, Kim Sang-soo. That's up and in, 1-1. KT Wiz, Kim Sang-soo. Top of the 7, 2 outs, a runner on first, 1-1 count, down by 4. That's the foul ball, 1-2. KT again, plenty of hits today, but 0 extra base hits. Anya Nin on deck, a 2 for 2 today with 2 singles and a walk. 298 on the season for the Gorilla. Both of these teams are going to be missing some players in a couple weeks. 1-2 misses low with 2-2. An Hyun-min will head off to the national team. KT's closer, Park Young-hyun, will head off to be their center fielder for Samsung, also headed. So 2-2 sticks the bat out, so the left fielder is coming running in and slides and makes the catch. Again, they get a runner on base and they can't do anything with it. They've left 8 on. Now we go to the bottom of the 7th. Sang-soo. Looks like looks like NC just put a big dagger on Hanwha as a 3-run shot from Kim Young-jun. Now NC is up 11-2. 2 weeks worth of games. But the thing is KT loses their right fielder and their closer, and So Hyung-jun, also one of their starters. Doosan, they lose Walk Bean and Chaemin Suck and their second baseman. Uh, Other teams like LG. I don't think LG loses anybody. LG is an older team. Uh, then Samsung loses their center fielder. Jode Hyun back behind the plate. Yu Hyun In stays over at in. He'll move over to second. Kim Song Soo moves to short. I'll get the rest of that changed. But Ju Guan is still in there. Kim Song Yoon will lead things off. First pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Kim Sung Yoon 0 for 1 on the day. And that'll be a single, and that'll roll into right field. Will he come up going to second? No. And they'll have himself a leadoff single. Will they bunt again? No, there's no way they're bunting with Gu Jauk. The Jode Hyun second. That'll be it for Ju Guan. We'll have a pitching change. Jun Yong Ju comes out. Yeah, I think I've got. Yeah, so KT loses their right fielder, a starter, and their closer. Samsung loses a center fielder. I don't know if they lose anybody else. LG, I don't think loses anybody. NC loses their catcher. Hanwha loses their left fielder, their third baseman, and a starting pitcher because he pitches for Taiwan. Yeah, I use players on the roster already. SSG loses their closer and their catcher. Kia loses Kim Do Young, their third baseman, and their left fielder Park Jae Hyun. Hyum loses their catcher. And Doosan loses 2 starters and a second baseman and maybe a reliever too. Jun Yong Ju out on the mound now. Runner at first, bottom of the 7th, a 4-0 game. Almost hits him. 1-0. They do have expanded rosters in the KBO also, starting in on September 1st. So those 3-hour games are about to get to 3.5-hour games. That's misses way outside at 2-0. Two-0 pitch now. It sets up right down the middle. Misses way outside. 3-0. 3-0 in there for a strike. Yeah, it's 3-1. Looks like SSG and Kia into extra innings. Top of the 10th inning now. Three-one pitch now. Kim Sung Yoon taking his lead over there. He can just keep walking over to second because that's ball four. Shea Young Woo steps in 0 for 3 on the day. Into the dirts. 1-0. He goes around on a pitch into the dirts, and it's 1-1 now. A runner's on first and second to Shea Young Woo, who was hitless on the day. Yep, he definitely went around. Good call by the home plate umpire. One pitch. Way up high at 2-1. Now he has his glasses on. Maybe he couldn't see earlier. 2-1 and misses low. 3-1. Walked Gujauk. And now he's got a 3-pitch count or a 3-ball count to Che Young-woo. Would be 4 balls, except Che Young-woo swung at ball 2. 99.6% chance for Samsung to get the victory. The 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss at ball 5, and he runs the count full. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch that's up right down the middle. Swing and a miss. He finally throws a strike. That's the 3 strikeouts today for Che Hyung-woo. Earning himself a new hat. Brings up Diaz. He has a 1 for 2 on the day, a single and a run scored back in the second inning, a 4-3 ground out and a walk. There for a strike on the outside, 0-1. On deck, Yu-Ji Huck, lefty, Kim Young-un, lefty. And just the 2 hitters in the bottom of the lineup are right-handers for Samsung. 1 pitch. Fouls it away. No 2 pitch just sets up outside, just off the plate. And into the dirt, so 1-2. A left-handed batter or left-handed pitcher can't throw anything near the zone if you are a Korean pitcher. To the dirt, it's 2-2.
Lions, Diaz, 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 승리 위해 Diaz,
The 2-2 pitch now. Sets up on the outside. Skies it, but it will get out of play at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. This sets up on the outside. Misses once again. Runs the count full 3-2. Second full count of the day for Samsung. Second straight full count of the day for Samsung. Swing and a miss. All right, so we'll have another pitching change as Pak Sung Gyu will pinch hit here for Yu Ji Hyuk. So pinch hits with a righty here, and then take out the lefty. Another pitching change. Song Dong-hyun will come out onto the mound. Gonna face Pak Sung-gyu. That is into the dirt. Ball one. What's up, Jay? Welcome, welcome. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Pak Sung-gyu. This is low, 2-0.
Thank you for the recommendation,
Thank you,
J1970.
Jay. In there for a strike. All right, here we go. The 2-1. Did he go around? It checks down at first. He says no. 3-1. Check the replay. Good call by the first base umpire. Three one, a swing and a miss. Runs the count full. Third straight full count for Samsung. Struck out from Che Young-woo. Strikeout from Diaz. And now Pak Sung-gyu, the 2-2 pitch. Or sorry, the 3-2 pitch. Nope, steps off of the rubber. And a 3-2 pitch now. Swing and a miss. A leadoff single and a walk, then 3 full count strikeouts to end the inning. We'll go to the 8th. 4-0 Samsung. All right, out on the mound now, Lee Sung Hyun. Oh, this is Kiwi's favorite guy. Yang Woo Hyun takes over at the second base. The bat is An Hyun-min at 2 for 2. Big swing and a miss there. An Hyun-min has been on base all 3 times today. A single, and a walk. Way outside. The skied up. First baseman will take it way over in second base territory. In there for a strike on the outside to Kim Hyun-soo. Kim Hyun-soo has not had himself a good game. Left 2 runners on in the first inning, 2 runners on in the third inning, a runner on in the 6th inning. The 0-1 pitch fouled it away, and it's 0-2. Oh, 2 misses outside, 1-2. One-two pitch now, sets up way inside, fouls it off of his glove. Stays 1-2. Looks like SSG is threatening. Runners on first and second in the top of the 10th inning. One-two rolls over. Second baseman grabs it, throws over to Diaz. 2 away. Min Hyuk steps in. He singled in his last at bat, 1 for 3 on the day. He looks at ball one outside though, and it's 1-0. 9 pitches now from Lee Sung Hyun. Uh, 1-1. 1-1 pitch is in there for a strike, catching the bottom of the zone, 1-2. Beautiful looking curveball there. Lattice Bill in the game, ladies and gentlemen. The 1-2 pitch is sets up on the outside. Going to be stroked right into left field to the left fielder who catches it and then falls down for some reason. That's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the eighth. 4-0 Samsung. Elsewhere around the league, looks like some of the games are finishing up. NC with the 11-4 victory on Hanwha. Tucson 7-2 victory over Kium. Bottom of the 11 or bottom of the 10th is Kia is able to get out of it. Runners, you got a bottom of the 10th, a 1-1 game now. The Kia is up. They have a Pak Jae Hyun up to bats now. Then that Lotte and LG game is still in a rain delay. They went into a rain delay at 8:44. Let me check the weather up in where are they at? They're in Busan. Let me check the weather down in Busan. Looks like it's clearing up. So they should be able to finish that game if the field isn't trash. Need Kenny in here to tell me how the field is. Ugyumin comes in. Oh, he's gotten some pants that fit, ladies and gentlemen. Must be watching the broadcast. Ugyumin out on the mound. He's going to have a 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for Samsung. Kim Young-un, Kang Min Ho, and Lee Jae-hyun. Kim Young-un, 2 for 3 on the day, a single, RBI variety, a double, scoring a run, a pop up to the catcher in foul territory. Slaps that one, but it will slice foul. Souvenir as that guy tried to catch it with his hands, but now he's just shaking his hand because it hurt. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, sets up high. Doesn't throw it up high. Does catch the inside corner, and it's 0-2. Young-un average back below the Mendoza line now. Swing and a miss. 4 straight strikeouts for Samsung. Throwing the high heat. Angmino steps in now. First pitch is fouled away.
Min Ho.
Oh,
Samsung Kang Mino. Oh, Kang Mino. Param pam 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 pam. Kang Mino. Kang Mino. Oh, Kang Mino. Param pam 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 pam. Kang Mino.
So the 0-1 pitch just sets up down at the knees. Plays off of it. 1-1. Not a lot of action in this game for two of the top teams in the league. Paddock pitched very well. Not great, but he did get out of the innings whenever he ran into issues. Logan, Samsung was just able to small ball their way into some runs. So 1-1 in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Using the bunts. Fouls it off. It stays 1-2.
Kang, me, ho,
Oh.
Samsung Kang Mino, oh Kang Mino, param pam 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 pam, Kang Mino, oh Kang Mino, oh Kang Mino, param pam pam
And
pam
here
pam
comes
pam
the
pam,
1-2
Kang
pitch.
Mino.
Swing and a miss on a pitch off the zone. That is 5 straight strikeouts for Samsung. DJ Hyun will step in now. 1-for-1 on the day. A pinch hit single back in the 6th inning. Looks at a strike one right down the middle. 0-1. Jae Hyun. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. Fouls that into the hand of the catcher. Yeah, has himself a seat. Jae. Sets up way off the plate, lined up with the other batter's box, and he throws it right there, 1-2. Looks like rain is starting to come down in Daegu. Way off the plate at 2-2. I can tell you in about 4 seconds. Riley, 6 innings, 102 pitches, 2 hits, 1 home run given up, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, 2 runs, 2 earned. The 2-2 pitch is lifted up, a center fielder going back underneath it, though, and that will be 3-0. We go to the 9th inning at KT, down to their final 3 outs, so they've got to get 4 runs, though. Samsung will most likely bring out their closer with a 4-run lead. And KT's going to have 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up. Oops, button, but it doesn't matter anyway. With 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up. Do they have another catcher on their roster? Yes. It means also roster. So I imagine they're going to pinch hit Jode Hyun. Yoojun Yu. Yoojun Gu will lead things off if they don't pinch hit for him here. He is 1-for-3 on the day. Can I imagine that Samsung will bring in their closer? Nope, they're not going to bring in their closer. They're going to bring in Lee Sung Min, the lefty. And then I imagine if anybody gets on base, They will bring in the closer. All right, so we're back at top of the ninth inning. Yi Sung Min out on the mound. Rain coming down. And I'm guessing that tomorrow a whole bunch of games are going to be canceled. Foxy Hyuk back behind the mound for Samsung. I'll get to that chain. The Hog Young Min steps in. He's in there for a strike, and it's a 1-0. Young Min 0 for 2 on the day. 4-3 ground out in his first at bat. Walked his second, and then a pop up to the catcher in foul territory. Pops that one up. Diaz in foul territory. Underneath it, though. That will be 1 away. One away on 3 pitches. They've got 2 outs left to get before KT's got at least 4 runs to keep this game going. Yoojun Gyu. This is up high. I don't know. The 1-0 pitch. First strike, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouls it into his foot. 1-2. One-two pitch. Rolls it over. One-two pitch. Gonna send it just past the outreached hand of the shortstop. And he is going to be on base for the second time today. That brings up our first pinch hitter of the inning. We've got Oh Yoon Suk. Oh Yoon Suk. What a great song. This is inside. So. More rain coming down. They're going to go out and talk to him. Ah, Samsung. All right, here we go. After the mound visit, a 2-0 count to Oh Yoon Suk. Our runner over at first, Yoo Jun Gyu. The 2-0 misses up high, 3-0.
오윤석 KT Wiz 오윤석 날려버려 안타
3-0 Amber strike. 3-1. In Samsung, they have 3 solid pitchers. 3-1 pitch. There for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Runs it full. They have a very good offense. Their bullpen is pretty good. Their defense is also pretty good. Just the third full count of the day for KT. They are 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. The 3-2 is fouled away.
오윤석 KT Wiz 오윤석 날려버려 안타 KT Wiz 오윤석 오윤석 KT Wiz
3-2 is lifted, going. Goodbye, baseball. Now it's a 2-run game. First extra base hit of the day for KT. That'll be it for him. We'll have ourselves a pitching change as they'll bring in the closer. While they do that, I'll open up a couple packs of cards, ladies and gentlemen. Again, home run. Every run scored on a home run is worth a pack of cards. Unless it's a walk-off, then it's a double. First pack is starting off with a Kang Min Ho. That's the catcher for Samsung. He's no longer in the game though. Then we've got Lee Jung Hoon for KT. That's odd. We got a KT and a Samsung, and they're playing each other. And then No Jin Hyuk hollow stats card. The song is amazing. Definitely in the top 10 of the songs. Second pack. Woohoo! We've got the exact same card from the last pack, a Kang Min Ho, but we've got the special insert card here of Kim Hyun Soo, the number 4 batter for KT. He's gonna have to come up at least sometime, and Hong Dae-in. Well, that's the Seungri card. So these packs are so the yellow boxes, these are the regular cards that come out at the beginning. These are called the plus cards. Kim Jae-yoon will come in as Yoo Hyun-in. The Seungri card. outside, 1-1. Yeah. 28 saves on the season for Kim Jae-yoon. The 1-1 pitch now sets up down at the knees. A swing fouls it into stuff, and it's 1-2. Yeah, so there's apparently one of those in every 40 packs. So the Seungri card, one in every 2 boxes. They're checking on Park Jae-hyuk. Or sorry, Park Se-hyuk. That's not the hollow card. That's the Seungri card, the winning card. All right, back at it is they've attended to the catcher. Yu-hyun in. They need more base runners. Swing and a miss. 2 away now. .161 off the bat, 124 meters. Brings up the top of the lineup, but Chaewon Jun looks at ball 1 outside, 1-0.
KT 최원준 안타를 날려라 KT 승리 위해 안타 홈런 날려버려 최원준 안타를 날려라 KT 승리를 위하여
Lifts that one up, foul territory, makes the play, and that's will end the game. Samsung gets the win, 4-2. That's 2 for 2 on the week for me. So it started out very small ball, very stupidly, but Samsung so starting off with a leadoff single from Chaewon Jun, moves to second from Kim Sung-soo, the ground outs. And then a single from An Yeon-min puts runners on first and third. But Kim Yeon-soo hits a comebacker back to the pitcher, who throws it home. Then the second baseman throws it to the third baseman, and the third baseman throws it back home for a tag. And then you've got runners on second and third, not able to come through. Then you go to the bottom of the first inning. You've got a leadoff single from Kim Ji-chan. He bunts him over, and Gu Ja-wook comes up with a single to score the run. Again, not good strategy, but it turned out okay. Then the bottom of the second inning, you've got a leadoff single from Diaz, another bunt. Then a single from Kim Young-eun allows Diaz to also score from second. Again, not good strategy, but it worked out. Then you go to the fourth inning. You've got a 2-out double from Kim Young-eun, and then a 2-out RBI double from Kang Min-ho. Scores a third run. Then in the fifth inning, you've got a leadoff double, a sacrifice bunt, and moves him over. Then an RBI from Gu Ja-wook. Scores another run. Again, not good strategy, but it worked out. So not great strategy from Samsung, allowed them to score 3 runs. Then in the ninth inning, they finally come through with an extra base hit. And
Thank
that
you
is a
for the
2-run
recommendation, Luke
two-run
JP.
shot from Oh Yoon-suk to actually give them 2 runs. That was all that they had. Kim Jae-yoon came in and closed out the game. Paddock will get the victory. Logan takes the loss. He didn't pitch poorly. He just didn't get any run support. So Paddock didn't pitch great, but he pitched well enough to get out of all the jams, as KT really did not actually hit poorly. They just couldn't hit once they got people on base. They only had 1 inning where they went 1, 2, 3. That was the 8th inning. So they had base runners on in the entire game. The one play that's again, it could have cost their team a lot was you have the runner on third. They brought the infield in for Gujauk. Gujauk ends up hitting a single up the middle. Would have been an out. Logan ended up having to throw an extra 8 pitches to get that third out after what would have been out number 3. So in the long run, it didn't really matter. It didn't affect the game. It didn't change the outcome of the game. But again, that was this specific game. The numbers say don't do it. Just because it happens to work doesn't necessarily mean it's good strategy. So Samsung gets the win. Again, that was my pick for the day. I assumed that they were going to win. Elsewhere around the league, we've got all the other games are over except for the LG and Lotte game. That I have to imagine it's close to being as they're in another rain delay. So it looks like they started back up and then they stopped. So at 9:38, they went back into a second rain delay. So whether or not they actually play anymore, that is yet to be decided. NC gets the 11-4 victory over Hanwha. Park Jun Young once again not a good start. Hanwha way down in the 8th place now. Kia comes back, gets the walk-off victory in the bottom of the 10th inning. I don't know how they did it. Check real quick. Bottom of the 10th inning. Give me 1 second. I've got to change apps because so it looks like a Park Jung-woo with a RBI single, walk-off RBI single with the bases loaded. They walked 2 runners to load the bases up, and then he hits a walk-off single. So that, and then the other game finished really early. Doosan with a 7-2 victory. As that game only took 2 hours and 30 minutes. So that's it for me. Tomorrow I will be back. NC versus Hanwha is the plan. Again, pretty sure the Daegu game is going to be rained out. Pretty sure the Gwangju game is going to be rained out. I'm pretty sure the Busan game is going to be rained out. So that's going to be KT Samsung rained out, SSG and Kia rained out, and LG and Lotte most likely rained out. NC versus Hanwha should play. And then Kiyoum versus Doosan should also play. I'd say that one is close to 100%. So I will do the NC versus Hanwha game. If that game happens to be canceled or rained out, I will switch and I'll do the Kiyoum versus Doosan game. So that's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I am done. I'm done. I will see you guys tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Last 6 o'clock game of the season. Starting in September, the games will go to 5 o'clock. So that is it for me, guys. I will be back tomorrow, as always. Until next time.